What's poppin'? Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the Mrs. Best Reviews channel. I'm Mrs. Best. I will be off camera because my allergies are acting an absolute fool. Let's welcome in James from the Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel.
Hey,
I
hey, hey.
being here. I appreciate you. You guys, please see the link in the description of this video. Subscribe and check out James's channel. You can also get to his channel through the playlist on this channel. Support him. We do pretty much all of our lives together. He covers a lot of shows on OWN, which I know some people request. We recap those on James's channel. We also, what do you have? Housewives of Salt Lake City, Potomac, Married to Medicine, Housewives of Atlanta. He has a lot. And we're probably going to have some new shows coming next year because a lot has been canceled. At least half of my shows are gone. Love and Hip Hop and MTV and VH1 is gone.
Well, you actually are going to get another season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
I'm not happy about that, James.
I know. But hey, the bright side is Basketball Wives is canceled, so you don't have to worry about that one.
I knew that Jackie's Demon Spawn was going to result in that show getting canceled. It was already holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
But the way that she acted was a mess. Let's welcome in also Shani. I appreciate you for being here. You are always the first. She said, we're going to see you before the holidays. We still got RHOP next week before Christ's birthday. Do y'all remember Melissa Gorga? I wish I could get the little vocal of Melissa Gorga on Housewives of New Jersey on Christmas Eve. Happy birthday, Jesus. Yes. I said,
Lord.
oh, Lord. And Teresa just looking at her evil. Why is she so worried about Jesus? I think she actually said that in a confessional. And I was just like, Teresa, stop. Anywho, y'all, happy holidays. Let's get into this live. The episode was titled 10 Toes Down. This was 10 Toes of Bullshit. But we're going to get into it. You know, the problem is all of these people have what I like to call recycled storylines of reality television. You know, when you have a piece of paper or a tree that turns to a piece of paper, and then you recycle that piece of paper, and then that piece of paper might turn into a straw. And then that straw could become a piece of cardboard. You know, the cycle of recycling. That's what these heifers are doing with their storylines, because it's awesome shit that we have seen throughout the many seasons of Love and Hip Hop across all the franchises. So let's start with Rada's dodo ass. Rada claims that her and Michael Blackson are getting a fresh start. She says that she told him he cannot talk to no more of his side bitches, pregnant or not, and that she needs to prioritize her and the baby. Now, Rada is the main girlfriend who has allowed throughout the entirety of her relationship for Michael to have side chicks and threesomes. And it sounds like the threesomes stopped and the side chicks have opened up. She did not put specifications on this, so he's just been raw dogging side chicks from Africa to America across the freaking hemisphere of the world. And it hasn't worked out. So Mike basically lets us know he's not talking to Nadia. They are not interacting. He claims that Rada's ultimatum woke him up. I said, Negro, please. You know that nothing woke you up. You just an ugly nigga with money, happy that you got pussy thrown at you from every direction. And I'm sorry, please excuse my mouth, but that is exactly what's going on. Please correct me if I'm wrong, James. That's why you're here.
Oh, no, keep going, because you ain't wrong.
I'm just
wrong.
like,
you ain't wrong at all. So keep going, friend. That's right.
I'm just saying there's fine African men, and then there's Michael Blackson.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. But we see him leave the house, and Rada's dingbat ass is thinking everything's okay. And he calls Nadia from the car, and Nadia's upset that Michael missed the maternity shoot. I don't understand why Nadia's upset, because if you get with Michael Blackson, you know that he has a main girlfriend that he's building a life and kind of doing the half-assed wife thing with, which is Rada. You know that he has kids also from his previous actual marriage. So you coming into this, I never understand why women come into it and think that because they're pregnant, it's going to suddenly make them important. Like, pregnancy or not, you're still a side chick, and we'll come back to that. But Nadia tries to threaten Mike, and I'm like, oh, I see what type of delusional bitch she is. So she wants him to be with her, and she thinks that she can manipulate him into just being with her and blackmail him into it, which is crazy and desperate and pathetic on so many levels. And you're filming this, lady. I don't understand it. But she basically threatens to tell Mike when he's like, well, you know, I don't have any more secrets. There's nothing you could tell her for. She knows about you and she knows you're pregnant and she's still with me. And Nadia had a look and she's like, well, does she know about the African woman who might be pregnant? I said, oh, bitch, you just determined to take this man down by any means necessary. She said, oh, I can't tell that secret, but I got another one. And I never understand why men, if you sleeping with a bunch of bitches and you know that it's getting messy, why are you pillow talking with every bitch? Pillow talk with Rada. You sleeping with them, you raw dogging them, you making them think it's more than it is, and then you pillow talking also? Shut the fuck up. And put the cigarette out.
Just stupid. I mean, it's like, damn, you ain't got a barber you could talk to where you can give him your earful, and then
well,
you
we know
know
he ain't got a dentist. So there may not be a barber either. What? Okay, I'm gonna watch my mouth. I'll be
okay. Here's the thing. No, she is right. Like, why are you pillow talking with the side pieces and spreading on your business? Offered them to use that on Mad Day. Let me tell you something. As I said, I used to live in Miami. The barber is the best person to tell this tea to because one, it's not gonna get around, and then two, he gonna forget. Until he see you next time, and then when you bring it up in conversation, he'll be like, oh yeah, how's that going? That's usually how all barbershops work. But in Miami specifically, they cut so many heads a day, they're not gonna remember that shit at all. So yes. And I know this for a fact because I used to live there. I miss it a lot.
I cannot. What's poppin', Kiwan, you guys? The link to Kiwan's channel is in the description of this video. We will be collaborating probably next year for Love during lockup. She's going to be covering it. I will also be covering it, so I'm excited. Let's subscribe to her. She said, my God, today.
Right.
You know, it was a busy ass day at work. And then I decided on my break, I'm going to watch Love and Hip Hop Miami. My teeth was itching. My head was hurting. My back was aching. I said, this is not good for my health. It's just not.
I thought they was playing when I was watching it because y'all, I had just got home. I had a whole bunch of errands to run today. I had just got home and literally turned it on and thought I was watching the wrong shit.
It just came out, didn't it?
I was, oh, and trust me, that it did. That it did.
So, James, how do you feel about Nadia? Because I feel like she was trying to dangle, like, I'm going to tell Rada about the African chick and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, honey, you're a side chick. You're a side chick.
To me, it's like playing a game of spades and the hand you were dealt has only one spade in it. That's how I looked at her. I said, okay, so you know the one spade you have in your hand is the ultimate trump that can set this shit off. But you playing cards trying to get him because you know right now he's winning. But you know this one may set him. So what you're doing is you're holding on to that as a way to get him to fold. It's really stupid. It's very classless. And it's like, one, he's never going to be what you need. Now, I do think Rada is tripping. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Rada is tripping.
But Rada is the one that he has at least fully and publicly committed to.
No, I got that. I'm with you on that part. But what I'm saying is to tell a man that you can't have nothing to do with your child because it's attached to some woman he's cheated on you with.
Wrong.
That's where I'm drawing the line at. Because I'm like, I get both sides. I get why she would be upset. I get why she would be like, okay.
Doesn't, even though we get why she's upset, to me, if you allow your nigga to go and sleep with other people and you allow him to have a hall pass, then you allow him the potential to get another bitch pregnant, which means that you are allowing yourself to have to co-parent and deal with it. And it's not fair to the kids just because the parents are stupid and have no self-control in terms of how they spread it low and bust it wide. But we are gonna come back to them. I can't stand no side bitch, y'all. It irks my soul.
Me too, but I can't. But what I can't stand more is a woman who's with a man who allows the shit and then get mad because the shit plays out different than what her head thought it was gonna play out with.
And I don't know how Rada is doing because it didn't go the way that she thought it would go. Now she wants control. And really, the side chick, I think a lot of women go into being side chicks thinking that they'll be able to become a main chick, but the way you get them is the way you lose them. So that's never a good
Y'all
strategy.
about to say y'all can't just be quiet and get your electric bill paid and get the rent paid, maybe get a new, the car no paid. Y'all don't know how to be quiet and just do that versus just getting emotions invested and shit. Y'all don't know how to do that no more.
Y'all, let me get the comment. I'm cracking up. Kiwan said, I am not in a rush. It is boots on our screen. She is not. Kiwan also covers this show for those who are interested in a recap. When she does cover it, I try to share her videos pretty often. So give it a look-see. At the end of the season, Kiwan, we should get together, me, you, and James, and discuss the foolery that is this, because this is the series ending of Love and Hip Hop Miami. This will be the last season. So we should get together and talk about it on the internet, because
I agree.
Talk about the reasons why the shit ended. So I will definitely be connecting with you about that, Kiwan. It'll probably be after the new year, because I got a lot of black people in my life.
Oh yeah, and then on my channel, Kiwan, we're going to do Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion looks and how this show needs to take a change. So yes,
need the changes. It needs to end. But I'm just keeping it real. Let me see. But Boot's still not here. She said, and she still won't get him the same way he treat Rada as how he will treat her. She's slow. I think women always think that they're gonna end up better. We will definitely be letting you know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we will.
And Shayna too. We're gonna let everybody know. Now we gonna move on to Kent Jones. He's really annoying the crap out of me right now. I don't know why Kent is irritating me, but I feel like he's trying too hard with this spunk persona. And he, like, when you're trying too hard and putting it on us, that is the guy who's dressed like a pimp. And I feel like he's doing too much. If you was doing music that sounded funky with the same like regular dress or just any of that, that would grab us more than you putting on this strange pimp leprechaun type outfits. I don't understand it. The perm, it all stresses me out. But we're introduced to his son and the mother of his child, who he's not with, but they seem to have a really good friendship and relationship, which I love. Her name is Bree. He seems to be a good dad, talks about going on adventures and stuff with his kid. Listen, with the men that come on Love and Hip Hop, when they say they such good dads, I need to wait and see a little bit more, because coming up and picking up the boy, that don't count. It's being present, giving advice, teaching him from right, helping him cook, maybe taking the boy fishing, not an adventure every week. But all right, sir. Either way, we learn when he's talking to his baby mama about Big D, who's telling him like the direction he's going with music is not going to be received well, especially by the younger audience, which I do agree with Big D in that. His delivery was just off. And Ken Jones did this again. Now, at first I was like, oh, wow, you survived Bell's palsy. You're overcoming medical issues. You're coming back into music, learning to play instruments again, all these great things. But now I'm starting to feel like you're using the things that you've gone through as a way to give yourself a storyline and make yourself interesting. Because you're complaining to your baby mama about your struggles with finances and all the things that you've been through. And I'm kind of like, okay, we've heard this before. If you're not going to listen and take the advice of Big D, then don't take the advice of Big D and just go about your music and do what you do. But don't keep talking about it, especially with a woman you not with. That was weird, to meet the baby mama before the actual girlfriend, which they do talk about next. He has a girlfriend who he does music with, and his baby mama kind of threw a little bit of shade. I don't know if anybody caught it. She was like, I want you to figure and focus on your music and your career and not just be putting everything into hers. Not for me, but for your son. It's given what you're doing now, you putting all the money into your girlfriend, and you need to do something for yourself so that you could keep the check coming through here, because she's friendly for a reason. That's all I'm saying. She don't seem interested in him. I cannot blame her. He's not cute. But what did you think of Kent's scene? Because it's starting to get repetitive. I feel like every scene he talked about the same stuff.
It's getting repetitive, but then also this is another storyline that has been done before. So it's realistically old and tired, if that makes sense. So it's one of those where I'm like, I'm over this storyline. Like, I'm over someone trying to reinvent themselves, but trying to do it in some odd witchy poo, and then later what we find out, nasty way of trying to be. It's like, okay, what do you really want?
I
Is
think the
really what we
only people we've seen successfully reinvent themselves on Love and Hip Hop would be Stevie J and K Michelle. They both had huge careers prior to the show, lost them, came on the show, revived them, and left the show. And the reason I'm not mentioning Cardi B is because she was just getting started in her career. So she's someone whose career exploded after being on this show. But something they all have in common that Kent Jones does not. They didn't just talk about the shit that they've been through. They gave us entertainment. They interacted with cast members, and they consistently showed themselves working at their crafts. Kent, I want you to shut up, put on some less sparkly clothes, and just let your music shine. Because the clothes and the extra shit actually turns people off. It just does. I respect him for being him, but you could be yourself without being obnoxious, if y'all get what I'm trying to say.
agreed.
It's almost like he's screaming, "This is me!" It's like, you don't have to scream it. We'll figure it out. Relax. But we're going to get to Ching Diamond. She's had her baby. The baby was really cute.
Mm-hmm.
The baby was really cute. That baby don't look nothing like Marquez, though. And Ching kind of exposes that she just got back cool with her sister. They've had a rocky relationship. They didn't speak for 2 years, and now she's staying with her sister, and her sister's helping her with her new baby. Ching basically explains that Marquez, the alleged baby daddy, was excited to sign the birth certificate, and he mentioned putting the baby on his taxes after signing it. I said, why would he do that? Let me tell you this. If the baby don't come out of you, you don't get first dibs at the taxes unless you are the head of household and married filing jointly. Other than that, the one who's waking up late, missing work, taking the shorter check of maternity leave, having their body go through all these changes postpartum, that's the person who should get to claim the baby on the taxes if you're not married. Fuck out of here, Marquez. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. Sometimes men have audacity. And it's like, even if you, that the fact that he wants a DNA test and don't know that this is his baby is all the more reason for you not to be asking about the tax paperwork yet. At least wait to confirm that she's yours before you do that and ask that.
It's given, if this is really your baby, at some point your daughter is going to see you on national TV. In the first moments of her being alive, you want a meal ticket with your taxes due to her benefit.
That's exactly what it's giving. And it gets worse
Oh, it
because
does, yeah.
then we learned that he left his phone and was flirting with nurses in the hallway at the hospital. And he also had some people texting his phone flirting. Now, I don't blame him for that. This is why, women, when you get with a man that cheats, you can't always cheat back. Because a nigga will cheat on you 57 times, 5,700 times. And I promise you, you cheat back on him once, the nigga's heartbroken. And he'll never get over it.
Never.
And Marquez is the perfect example of that. Because Ching says she cheated back on him because she saw that he was talking to other women. But it sounded like he didn't actually sleep with them yet. But he was talking to other women in an inappropriate way. So she went and slept with somebody else. Raw dog got pregnant. Told the man she cheated. She don't know if the baby's his or not. Now you expected him to commit? Ching is delusional. Marquez is delusional. Everybody is delusional and just straight ignorant. That's all I could say. But her sister lets us know that the baby don't look like Marquez. And I'm like, Ching, it's going to be real hard for this man to want to be with you when even your family is saying this baby don't look like him. The family's denying it. And she had the audacity to say that she feels like if he really loved her, he gonna throw the DNA test to the side and just help her. Look, my husband laughing in the background because bitch, what?
Because that's stupid. Because that, to me, because I already told y'all where I stand with this. I don't believe that's his baby. I just don't. The timing does not add up.
Like that man.
Well, it's not even so much that don't look like him. The timing is completely off from when you got pregnant to when he got released. And you were on Love and Hip Hop before. It does not add up. It is giving you know this. And that's why you skating around that DNA test thing. So I want her to go to hell and go somewhere and get out of my face with all this because this is stupid. This is so ignorant. And as I said, y'all don't understand. Y'all children are going to grow up and will be able to go onto the advanced version of YouTube when she gets 18 and be able to find this shit and see her mama ain't doing shit but playing.
And if she can't find it, she'll find us talking about it.
Exactly.
So in some way, it's going to be found. But Marquez meets with his dad. Let me tell you this. Marquez, his daddy, and the other fella, they was all fine. But I also love me a chocolate man. So I have a thing for that. However, they all gave the energy of ain't shit niggas. When I say that I feel like they will all fuck you good and then have you crying.
That's all that was given. Because to me, honestly,
you going to him for advice? There ain't no hope.
Because I'm gonna be real with you, Marquez is my type, but
he's cute.
All of that, but these ways will turn me all the way off. All because to me, there's nothing worse than someone who ain't got no motivation, someone who ain't got money, someone who's looking for a quick scam to get money, and then someone who's in jail all the fucking time. I can't do that. I'm sorry. It has to stop. Marquez, you better off coming out here to Phoenix and going back to UPS where you was at and working.
She's a mess. Chig and Marquez are a mess, but
yes,
the only one good thing his dad asked him was, "Well, you sure you want to be with one woman like that?"
The fact that that's what the dad asked him, if I was Cheating Diamond looking at this shit, I would run.
That means he's probably doing dirt with his daddy, his cousin, his brother. The family is hoeing and scheming together. It was a scheme set up by Todd and the family.
Because you can't tell me that Bonita from the hood ain't been with all three of them.
Right. I cannot. Y'all, we gonna come back. Yeah, let's get to some ignorant, nasty shit. Gael and Michael Blackston are in the strip club.
Oh my God.
Where is Flo? Flo? I don't like you, but I would love. Come get your sister, Flo.
Flo, please come get Flo. I hear Flo. I'll do one better than Mrs. I actually miss you on this show.
Flo, come get
I'm saying that with a straight face.
Say sorry.
Again. Yeah, say sorry. Do whatever you got to do. Come back. Because I don't want to see
our chocolate and it's do something, Flo. Come get her. Where's your mama?
Where's your mama? Come get Gail. Because this ain't no guy. That ain't Gail. This is Gail. Y'all know a trifling lady named Gail.
I don't take her seriously. I'm not even going over the scene. But I just wanted to say to Flo, I'm sending out the bat signal. Come get this bitch. She's your responsibility. You put her here. Now you need to come get her.
It was her.
Nope.
It was her in the strip club, having them women dancing up on them. And I have been to that strip club before. I have been there before. I know exactly where that is.
She said there will be no heaven slander. I can't. Because the problem is Gael is entertaining. She's funny as fuck. She's a comic relief. And the other funny thing, Gael, unlike Nadia, understand how to play her position as a side bitch. That's all I'm going to say today. We go move on to Pinky Doll struggling to rap.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah, I know. But part of being a recapper is I have to watch the show and talk about the things I may not want to talk about because they could matter to others.
Hi, Shayna.
I can't stand it. What's poppin', Shayna? Be sure to subscribe to Shayna as well. She said, I love heaven, but she's a terrible person. I'm not calling that bitch
heaven. I'm not calling her heaven. I'm sorry. I'm calling her the name her mama gave her, which in America is Gail. So I'm calling her that. And I want to see the teenage pictures of her.
I cannot. Now, Pinky Doll's trying to rap. It's a struggle. But she's shedding tears while she's rapping. She's in tears. She said that she's upset with Jacquay. Y'all remember that Shake Something song he made on Love and Hip Hop years ago?
No.
Lord, right. Shayna is me.
Right. Okay,
We're
y'all
not
can
even
get
giving
right.
her Gail.
Y'all can go to hell with that. I'm calling her Gail, like I said. Yes.
Hey, I'd eat at her restaurant though, because when you got a face like a pug, you know your cooking or something got to be good for them
Oh
to
no,
even
I've heard like the people I still keep in contact with in Miami have been to her restaurant and they say it's good.
I believe her. It's always some
So,
messy gutter bitch
Bessie
that got
ass,
some good
yeah.
food.
Yes, it is.
Every time.
Absolutely.
Every
Every
time.
time. Yes.
God. Lord help us. Jacquet was on Love and Hip Hop New York. He was only on there for like a season or two.
What
He was
season was he on? Because I
he
don't
was
remember
on
him
the
either.
season back when Bianca was there, Cardi B was there, Mariah Lynn was there, Rich Dollars was there, Cisco. It was the season of Hot Mess Express, is what I'll say. But back then he had like a woman, I believe. So I'm surprised to see him with Pinky Doll. But Pinky Doll is broken over Jacquet at the studio with Trick Daddy. And I was hollering because we know the bitch can't rap. She ain't got no talent, need to let music go. And I looked at Big D and Trick Daddy like, not y'all finessed her into the studio, did the work, and now demanded the money. Big D and Trick Daddy is like, all right, so you having problems with your manager. You really shouldn't be sleeping with your manager. That's bad business. It's interesting. Pinky Doll, you seem to take advice from huge stars that are telling you the things you do are wrong. But when anybody else says it, you want to fight. But I've already lost hope for her. I figure she's so malnourished that her brain don't work right. She is learning that she's going to have to pay $30,000 to Big D and Trick Daddy for the production of the song, the studio time. They also wrote the song. You have to pay for that. They've mixed and engineered the song. They had to pay for that. They like she's going to have to pay for all of this. It came out to $30,000 and she looked confused and Big D just looked at her and said, "Well, that's why you need a manager and one that you're not fucking because they'd explain that to you and you would know ahead of time instead of agreeing to it." So I just looked at it like, okay, they're trying to show a lesson, but I don't care about Pinky Doll at all in this show. How did you feel about it, James?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't pay that close enough attention to her to realistically remind. I was laughing when that man said, "Where my $30,000 at?"
I hollered because
She said, "Wait, I can't give it to you on the back end
you thought Trick Daddy was helping you with zero talent for free.
for free."
Baby.
That's the only part that stuck out to me. I said, "That's what her ass get." Yeah, get
Yeah,
that man $30,000.
and we know you got it. You told us you pulling in just about that from TikTok monthly. Pay Trick Daddy dollars, girl. Okay, moving forward. Side bitch time. Nadia's friends are crazy. They think that Rada is not allowed to talk shit on the internet because they say that since Nadia is pregnant, she's not a side chick. I want to explain something to every one of you. If you get pregnant, what determines if you are a side chick or not is not pregnancy. It's the availability of the man. If you are trying to have a relationship with a man who's only allowed to have sex with women, that makes you a side chick. If you are having relations with a man who is in a relationship with someone, engaged to someone, or married to someone, you are a side piece. The only way you are not a side piece is if you are dating somebody who is entirely divorced and or never married and or not currently married, in motion to be married, or talking to anybody that they could potentially see themselves married to someday. So I don't understand the confusion amongst Nadia's friends, but she's a pregnant side chick. She absolutely is. Jasmine Blue Part 2 on BET. That is exactly what she is. So she says that the reason Michael Blackson didn't show up to her baby shower is because of Rada. This should show you further proof, if we do the math, everyone, that if you are not a side chick and you are pregnant, you become a priority to the person who's impregnated you. If you are not a priority and you believe that the woman that they are with has the power to tell them not to come to you, it's because you're the side chick. Now I'm understanding why she's a side chick. She's not very intelligent. And if you look at her eyes, it does look like one of them is delayed and they look a little beady. And I think something wrong with her in the head. The lights are on, but not everyone is home.
You can tell that by the company she keeps. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to ask whatever her friend's name was. So if Nadia's not a side chick, and if Rada's the reason why Michael's not there, then what else? What would we call that then? So I just want to understand, like, why would she be the main chick when he's not there, and because of another woman, he's not coming?
He missed your maternity shoot. He doesn't make
Yes,
on the internet.
right.
She's
We didn't know nothing
hell-bent on
about
getting
you.
Rada gone though, and I feel like her friends may be the same type of females because she kept talking about I'm going to tell her about the African chick, and I'm just like, you know what, Nadia,
Oh
you're lucky
god,
you got your own scene, and we're going to move on.
for real. Because at the end of the day, y'all have to remember who you're fighting over. First off, y'all have to remember who had to go to Love and Hip Hop. Keep in mind. So yeah,
babies coming. He needed.
yeah. We need to check.
Kid Jones is in the studio. We meet his girlfriend. I guess she does similar music. Very corny. I'm wondering if she's the inspiration behind his genre change. Because the music
it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I feel like she has more power over him than. We'll probably see the problems in this relationship, but I don't care to see no more men on Love and Hip Hop licking toes. I'm sick of it. It's gross, especially when the man is not attractive. I'm sorry, to me, Kent Jones is not attractive at all, not even a little bit. I guess he directs foot content with his new lady. I was just wondering why everybody's toenails was so long. It looked like they put press-ons or like tips on the toes. I don't know. James, did you want to add anything to this scene? Because I'm still wondering why he's on this show.
I'm gonna say this. We are supposed to be watching Love and Hip Hop, not Love and Pornhub. So this nasty shit that y'all are trying to impress on us, no. Take it back. And I am so surprised that y'all wanted to actually film this shit.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Oh.
Nadia's crying to Michael Blackson. They finally talk on the phone. She's like, it was my birthday and my baby shower. Why is it that important? Nadia, I'm not going to do this again. I'm going to say this. Men make time for what's important to them. I have never had to beg for my husband's affection on my birthday or a gift or a trip or anything really. Things just happen naturally. When people like each other, man or woman, you will know, you will be made a priority, and you will feel important. If you do not feel important, if you do not feel you are a priority, if you have to ask to receive love, then you are not a priority to that person, or you're not with your person. Because when you are, it is natural. This girl doesn't care though. I don't know what's wrong with her. And I know some people will be like, oh, she's pregnant. No. There's a certain level of delusion with Nadia that worries me.
I mean, that's not even the word. Like, this is psychosis.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, this is psychosis. This is a very rare form that we, don't study enough because there's not enough people to do the surveys and the testing in the biology lab. But there is something really, really wrong here. And this could be acting, because someone brought up a point that this could be acting on her part. But it's like, I find it very hard to believe that somebody would be this like slowly developed in acting, because this does not pay.
She cried when he played that song. I wonder how she feel watching the season back, seeing that he made the same song twice and hers came after Rada's.
Oh,
but also, and then this her first baby and Rada's, I think, third. So
yeah,
be careful what you do. But Pinky Doll and Jacquay meet up. This is where we learned that they were dating before he managed her. She's childish. He's also childish, but I think she's more childish. They get into it. He ends up walking off because she mentions to him she no longer wants to be a secret. If your man wants to keep you a secret, to me, you don't have a real relationship. You just fooling around with somebody. People say stuff like that to me sometimes. I'll be like, yeah, that shit ain't gonna work, and they swear it's gonna work, and then it doesn't. Like, if someone keeps you a secret, it's not gonna last. Now, he walks off. She talking about her son calls him daddy, and he tells her he just wants to talk about business. It seems like he's done. He doesn't want to be with her. He just wants to deal with business. And she's quick to call men bitches. I've noticed that. Pinky Doll call everybody a bitch. I don't want to keep going over Pinky Doll and Jacquay because honestly, this storyline felt a little fake too. I'm like, oh, y'all been dating? Why would he want to keep it secret? No.
Damn.
That's a different one. No.
Shit. I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. I am trying to figure this out.
Didn't date at that time. He wasn't dating nobody on the cast. He was introduced, I believe, as like a friend of Rich Dollaz. He was a producer, talented in that aspect. And when he was on the show, I believe he had a family and stuff. So like he was there, but he was low key. He was also close with Bianca, the chicken noodle soup girl. So
damn, I'm really trying to.
He wasn't on the show for long, and he wasn't there like in a way that's memorable. I would compare his presence to Alexis Sky's presence on Hollywood. How she wasn't really there, but that's where we know her from. Like, that's kind of him. She just maintained relevance. He didn't.
Okay.
James over here trying to figure it out.
Because we owe him, and I'm still trying to think.
No, the British lady that threw the stuff at Cardi B was when Cardi B was working with that guy when she went on that first tour with the red bars, and when she first got picked up, had nothing to do with Jacquay.
That wasn't him? Okay.
No,
damn. No, okay. Okay, no. Continue, friend. Sorry.
I'm gonna fight. It's okay. I'm cracking up. We gonna figure it out. But yeah, that was it with Pinky and him. Did you want to add anything to them?
Pinky, that's not your man, and you know it ain't. Cut that shit out. Like for real. Like, quit trying to act like y'all wouldn't have get no 2 goddamn years. Because if so, that's how you would have been introduced to the show. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't have found you eating hot dogs and shit if they knew you was attached to this man that has already been on this fucking show or franchise, I should say.
So yeah. One of the things I'm going to discuss, I'm gonna put together a live with James, Kiwan, myself. I'm gonna see if Shayna can join as well, since this is gonna be the series ending of Love and Hip Hop Miami, and discuss some things. But one of the things we could discuss, I'm wondering if, since it came to BET, because why would a new network pick up a show just for it to go away? I wonder if they're gonna bring the concept of the show back, or the people on the show, and like another show on BET or something. Because I'm like, you got all these new people and contracts signed just to get rid of it. That's odd.
Or everybody's contract was already up, and this was the final season, so they had to do it out of obligation, because that's a lot of payout for some shit that isn't done. I'm just saying, like, when you guys, how that works is if you're still under contract by the network, they still have to pay you even if they decide to cancel the show. So
I feel like they're gonna do something, but we'll see. That was just a random thought, y'all. Sorry. The last thing we see is Rocky, who is Ching Diamond's manager, Ching Diamond's sister. They want her to go back to Miami, and Ching is doing a cipher. So she's working, and her family's just acting a fool while she's working. Now Marquez shows up, and Ching's sister wants to talk to Marquez. She talked to this man all sorts of disrespectful. She was aggressive. She talked to him like a gutter ratchet bitch. And I don't understand why she thought that she could talk to anybody that way and expected to get a good response. The energy you give is the energy you will receive. So be careful what you give. Be careful. I didn't understand it. Now, her sister has points, but her sister, you don't get, this is not your man.
Let me ask a question. Nevi, did you sleep with him too? I'm sorry. Was I the only person? Yes, the energy was not matching. And if I did not know anything about this show and was coming in, I would have thought that was her man at one point. Or had she had a oops, like, they call it a oops.
What ends up happening, y'all, she talks to Marquez, and he's like, I want a DNA test. And the sister can't deny it. And it's like, yeah, because the baby really don't look like you. And the sister gets upset at Marquez for mentioning a DNA test, even though her sister Ching is refusing a DNA test, and she agrees that he needs a DNA test. And the sister ends up taking off on him because he made some fake prop money rain. And I was just like, this all exploded so quick. Now, Ching clearly felt like her sister crossed the boundary, which she did. But again, Marquez had a point. Take the fucking test, Ching. This is not entertaining. This is actually pathetic and embarrassing. Take the test and get it over with. Please.
Because what the fuck are you crying for?
Because at this point, if the baby is his, you got lucky. Because you shouldn't have slept with two niggas like that.
Right.
If the baby is not his, we're not surprised. Because you shouldn't have slept with two niggas like that. So you're not gonna win for nothing in nobody's eyes.
To me, if you were so sure that was his baby, then this DNA test shouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
If you are that sure that it is his baby, then it shouldn't be a problem with him taking a DNA test, right? You clearly are conflicted and you are hoping, which I don't understand why, because he ain't shit no fucking way. So I'm trying to figure out, what are you like so distraught for? Because if it ain't his baby, hell, is the other dude any worse? Hell, I'm trying to figure that out. And then also, sister girl, Neffy. If the man wants to take the DNA test and you want him the DNA test, taking the DNA, oh, I can't even talk because I'm so pissed. If he wants to do it and you want him to do it, then what the fuck is you raising up and trying to fight for? Y'all are in agreement with each other. Do you not realize that y'all are in agreement? He wants to do it. You want him to do it. He's in agreement. What the fuck is you raising up and fighting for? That's why I felt like there's something not right here. More. Yeah, there's something more here. Yeah.
And I understand standing for your sister, but it's like, okay, you done took off on this man for throwing some prop money at you and all this crazy stuff after you came talking to him crazy. So I'm like, it's something more.
Yeah, it's something more here that Ching need to pay attention to. Cause see, yeah, I that vibe. Cause to me, I'm not doing all of that. First of all, it ain't none of my business. That's one. And then two, I could see if he was being disrespectful, saying it wasn't his baby, and you know for a fact it is. I could see if it was that kind of situation, then maybe I might be a little less apprehensive to be like, she did too much. I said a little less. I didn't say I was totally. I said a little less. Because I still think she did the fucking most. But I feel like I would be a little less apprehensive to say, okay, she defended her sister because you know that's your baby. But the fact is, we all on the same fucking page and we want to throw hands. It's given something happened here. Because that energy was sexual. I'm sorry, it was very much sexual. Because y'all are on the same fucking page. She said, yeah, I do. I know I need to get DNA tests. I know this. Like, what are you telling me? I already know to do this. So what the fuck are you getting in his face for and fighting? Like, what the fuck? Y'all loving hip hop. Stop getting these old hood rat ass people. This shit is so ghetto.
Recycle storylines, y'all. But we gonna keep it pushing, y'all. We will. That was the episode. We will be back live on my channel on Friday to go over the Housewives of Beverly Hills. Love and Marriage Huntsville will not be airing this week. It will be back on December the 27th. So that is when we will be back after that day, December the 28th on Sunday, to recap the episode of that.
It better be good too.
If Housewives of Potomac airs in Medicine, Married to Medicine, we will go over that. I'm not sure if Love and Hip Hop will air next week, but if it does air next week,
it will be very early in the morning.
Yeah, because Christmas Eve. I am off on Christmas Eve, so I would probably do a morning.
I am not. So yeah, I
will be doing that. So just be on the lookout for this channel. Other than that, just be on the lookout. If the TV schedule says it's not coming on because of the holiday, then you will not see us here. If it does come on, we will be here. Or one of us will be here because we both have family in town. But we hope that everybody likes, shares, and subscribes. I hope everyone has a good Christmas. If I don't see you guys till then, happy holidays. Shout out to the replay gang. Subscribe to James. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye, y'all.
Good night. Bye.